I'm going to do this and I'm going to be done.
What we going to do right now is go back. Way back.
Baby. What's up? I thought you was gonna start hanging out with the big girls again. What is all this trash? I'm serious. Where you are, not ever. Oh, not the Britney Spears. Hey, how you doing? But I can make up a car. Girl, your wings are so up. You look a mess. All about the big girls. What about the big girls? Big girl, work it, work it, work. Big girl, work it, work it, work. Big girl, you can suck all the fat off your ass.
Go big girl, go big girl, go, go big girl, go big girl, go. Yo, what up, y'all? Welcome to another edition of the Uncle Luke Show podcast, brought to you by Luke Records and Luke Records Incorporated. The views of this show is my views and only my views. And if you don't like it, get the fuck out of here. I'm just saying. We just talk trash up in here. We keep it a buck. And I know most of y'all love it. Because when I'm in the streets, people cutting me like, Luke, man, you really was telling us what was going on, man. That shit, man, you eat the boy. One dude last night, right, I was at the cigar bar, and it was so flattering, and I had to take a pause because people always come to me and they say, Luke, man, we enjoyed the show and everything like that. And then, but Buddy told me, he blew me away with this one. He really blew me away with this one. He was like, He was like, man, um, I'm nervous for you. I was like, nervous for me? He was like, yeah, man. He was like, man, you be talking, man, you be going at their ass, right? And I'm like, he's like, man, you like on some Malcolm stuff. I'm like, that blew me away. I'm like, listen, I'm a big fan of civil rights leaders, but when dude told me that, he was like, man, you be talking on some of that, man. Them people going, man. I'm like, man, listen, man. I say, look, I don't think nobody fear what I have to say, because the things that I have to say, the things that I say, everybody can relate to. You know, people look at some of the things and they, I just say it when nobody else won't. Yeah, on regular TV, ain't nobody finna say that. Ain't nobody thinking like me. I'm a visionary person. I'm way like 10 steps ahead of everybody, and I know what the play is. Most people don't even understand the play. They just sit up there and they talk about the news as it comes, as it is. You got to wait for something to be on the news and then say, oh, everybody's talking about this, so we're going to have this conversation about this. Unfortunately, not with me. Not with me, because I can see the play long time before the play even happened. I can see it happening. I'm sorry. I already know what they're trying to do. You know, I have an ideal. I'm not saying I know everything, I'm a know-it-all, but I do have an ideal of what they're trying to do and where they're trying to go at, especially with this thing called life, especially with this thing called, okay, how we want to oppress a group of people. Like I was just talking to a lady. She used to live in Miami, and her family members live in Tamarack and Broward and all these places. And she wanted to know, because she was out of the loop. Hey, man, you running for office? Yeah. Okay. Tell me something about your campaign. And I was like, here it is. I'm trying to bring Black Wall Street back I'm trying to create Black Wall Street in Congressional District 20 in Lauderhill Lakes, Sunrise, Tamarack, North Lauderdale, Deerfield, Pompano. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what my whole goal is, to bring the money back. And she was like, really? I was like, yeah. I was like, let's keep it a buck. We don't own nothing. She was like, I said, she thought about it. I'm like, we don't own nothing. You have a train, bright line, get ready to go on the brink of bankruptcy. You have an airline, which is Spirit Airlines, something we're going to talk about within the show today. Get ready. They already shut down. We can actually go buy those two. And we'll own something. We don't own no fucking airline. We don't own no train. What if Black people go pool their money up together and we go buy Spirit Airlines? We can go to the government and say, man, give us a bailout right here. We need $500 million. We're going to buy Spirit Airlines. We're the one who put the money in Spirit Airlines. Why we can't own some shit? Why? Now, whatever you want to call it, the Black collectives own Spirit Airlines. Pool the money up together. We're $1 trillion business here in the United States of America. But we don't own nothing. We own nothing. We don't own no grocery stores. We don't own no Publix. We don't own no Saks Fifth Avenue. We don't own no malls. Where are malls? Where's our football team? Where's our basketball team? We don't own none of that. I'm sorry. We don't own nothing. In all these years here. And that's why I be telling people get it twisted. Man, my shirt getting covered up. Let me move this mic. Can't have my shirt covered up. I need to see my face. We don't own nothing. I was talking to a lady earlier today, because I'm talking to so many people, and because I normally keep to myself. I normally keep my ideas and everything to myself. Let me put my microphone back up here so y'all can hear me. I normally keep my ideas to myself, but in this case, because I'm running for office, I have big ideals for Congressional District 20, big ideals. And one thing about me, when I come up with something, I implement it. I'm sorry. I implement what I do. When I said I wanted to, I looked at my park that I grew up on, Hadley Park, and I was like, look, we have an irrigation system that has not been changed in 60 years. What the hell is our water sprinklers? And they had to put the water sprinkler down and run the hose. And now this is a 28-acre park. surrounded by houses, not no government projects, tax-paying families in my neighborhood. I was like, no, this ain't happening, not on my watch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. I'm going to get involved in renovating this entire park. It took us about 15 years to do it, but we got it done. We got a new football field with my name on it. I didn't want my name on it. They said they wanted to put my name on it. State-of-the-art football field. Got with the Marlins, state-of-the-art baseball field. Got a brand new building. We never had a building for the kids. Because when we started at the park, it was a damn boxing gym. Vision. Hey, man, we're going to have us a whole facility for kids, classroom, aftercare, daycare, gymnasium. We built the first gymnasium in Miami. And can you believe that? Y'all come to Miami and do all this South Beach and all this big living. There was no gymnasiums in Miami, especially Liberty City. None. There was no gymnasium. And we got that built. Classroom, now the kids go there. I got 700 kids on a year-round basis that come to my program on a waiting list. That's how top of the line the shit that I do is. So y'all hear about the music, y'all hear about the artists, Pitbull and Trick Daddies and all these people I discovered and JT Monies and all these people in the world, but you don't hear about the philanthropical things that I've been doing for no money. Just the mere fact that my kids need it. And then we build our park. $16 million I got from the city in the county. We rebuilt it. Then I said over there, over town where my mom from, we got $24 million to rebuild their parks. Because that's where the kids end up at, the park. They leave school and they go to the park. Or they leave school and go to aftercare. And after you age out of aftercare, what the hell you getting ready to do? Age out of aftercare, now you at the house, and now you're getting into all kind of shit you shouldn't be getting into. So my philosophy has always been provide a safe space for these kids to go to. And not just some daycare where they can have fun. So we built these facilities, and these places are vibrant and running good. And now parents who can't afford aftercare and daycare can send their kids to our programs. And then now you got the summer because everybody got to go to work. Because the summer happens, most people think the average person is staying home with their kids in the summer. No, that's when the shit really go down. Mom and dad hopped up at 8 o'clock. Normally they would hop up at 8 o'clock, drop the kid off to school at 7, and they didn't know how to worry about them until after school, and they go to the park and all that there. But now you got to leave your house with these badass kids in here, or not your kids bad, but their friends, and worry about who the hell is in there. So you at work all day worrying about who at your house. You got the Ring camera going on. You got every camera going on. You can't even pay attention to your job in the summer. Less long as then try to go on a trip, a family reunion. That's gonna be real bad this year, family reunions, because you get rid of the airline to get people from point A to point B on an economy basis. Hey, y'all gonna be hopping in that damn car. Highway gonna be full. See, what people don't realize, these type of things that happen. But I'm gonna get into all that. The lady was, listen, man, I keep going back to this. The lady was asking me, I was like, ma'am, when she started talking about what party you like, Democrat. I said, but I go after more Democrats than I go after Republicans, because I'm a Democrat, card carrying, blue card carrying Democrat. Yes, that's me. But at the same time, I'm not no stupid Democrat. I'm a woke one. And then not woke to whatever their terms is. I'm woke to the fact that knowing that in the state of Florida, the Democratic Party never elected a black person to lead the party. I know that. That's a fact. Why is that? Why the Democratic Party has never had an African American as the leader of the party? Because a large part of the party controls African American. It's like black people in the Democratic Party and Republican Party You know how, hey, let's keep it in the party terms. The party, right? It's like y'all invited me to a party, right? And you told me I can't eat. I can't drink. So think about it. You invited me to a party where everybody else is eating. And when I go to get something to eat, you say, no, not for you. But without me in the party, there's nobody in here is going to be in a powerful position, powerful position. You need me to make this party happen. Think about that for a second. Think about it for a second. Has the Democratic Party allowed Black people to eat? Have we been eating? Go to the hood. Tell me. We're getting gentrified right now. Go to the hood. Where are the Black millionaires? Multi-millionaires? Where's the Democratic Party caping for African-American developers? So you invited me in this party. Hey, we want you to come to this party called Democrat. We want you to come to this party called Republican. You're more than welcome to come over here to our party. But when the food is served, you can't eat. But what we're going to do is use you to obtain power. Ooh, that's some deep shit there. Oh, I'm cooking with hot grease right now. So you got me in this Democrat. You got me in this party. Come on, Luke. I need you to come on over here to this party. And you know what? I want to control you. Ooh. How do I control African Americans to get African Americans to vote for a party where they will not allow African Americans to eat? I got to go get some African Americans similar to the ones who convinced the Africans before they became American to get on the boat to come over here to be enslaved. Y'all don't think them type of people exist in our society right now? They know exactly which one of those to give power to and money to obtain power so you can vote on them, and they give them leftovers, but they don't let them eat. Because if you ain't eating, that's why they all be mad at me. I'll keep it a buck. I don't give a shit. Yeah, I'm Democrat, but I'm a different type of Democrat. I'm a Democrat that's going to bring resources back to my district. I'm not one of the ones who just want to be happy shucking and jiving and walking around and prancing and going to the party and trying to talk white when I know how to talk articulate. No, I'm gonna lose my culture and lose who I am. But then when I get around, when I go to Jazz in the Gardens, then I want to act like I'm a brother. Oh, hell no, I'm not that guy. But what did you bring back? And I say this to all Democrats, all Democrats all across the country. Why? We're in a party where they're not letting us eat. And they're picking and choosing the individuals that they post out there on the camera. Those individuals are not rocking the boat to bring the resources back. That's why all these folks around here, and Jared Moskowitz and all of them, they try to find people to run in this race. Ain't got nothing to do with this race. They try. Debbie Wasserman Schultz, they got her poor child. They got her sitting there. She's sitting there right now in the house. How in the hell I'm getting ready to go over here and run against this motherfucking Luke? I'm keeping it buck. That's what she's saying right now. Because she know damn well she's supposed to be running against Jared Moskowitz. Those are her constituents. Ron DeSantis merged their two maps together. So what is the Democratic Party going to do? They're going to tell Debbie Wasserman Schultz, hey, look, in Congressional District 20, where Luke is running at, where the former Congresswoman allegedly stole $5 million and resigned from Congress, seat is open, allegedly stole $5 million. Well, Congress found guilty on 25 counts of, you name it. I ain't going to go through the counts because if I say something wrong, then they're going to try to sue me. But 27 of the 25 counts, she was found guilty. So the next day she said, fuck it, I'm going to resign. Now she has a federal indictment with a possible chance of going to jail for 50 some years because they allegedly gave her a $500,000 COVID check, but then they added another zero on it. They added another zero on it, gave her $5 million. And she didn't say, hey, y'all giving me too much money. That was me the other day. I was at the restaurant, last night. And the guy, I get a guy 100, and he say, oh, this is cost this amount of money right here. And now you give me $80 back. I was like, no. Too much money. You give me too much money back. Man, you cool, man. Average person would have took off. No. I'm not. But again, so back to Debbie and Jared. So the district has 20-some% white people and another maybe 10% Hispanics and probably 70% African Americans. Well, you have a mixture of people, Jamaicans, Trinis, Haitians in the district. Now, this lady who allegedly took the money and resigned her congressional seat, she's actually running. This lady she's running. So I can't make that takes some balls. That takes some balls to go back and you just had these people money freeze in the district. That takes that's some narcissistic stuff, in my opinion. That you just got found guilty on 25 or 27 counts by Congress, a bipartisan committee. And all of them said, you need to resign. You go and resign because if you felt like you didn't do anything wrong, you could have let it go to the vote. And then you'd have got expelled. But you avoided that so you could do what? So you could run. I'm sitting up at Wycliffe and his sister. Shouts out to Wycliffe and his sister. I love them both. We're getting the key to the city in Tamarack, and I look over there. They invited me to Tamarack. Shouts out to the people at Tamarack. Beautiful council, beautiful board people. I met the mayor sometime, and I'm looking over there because I didn't really believe it. They were telling me that, Sheila is running, and I looked over there. I saw her sitting on the front row. And I was like, this is amazing. You have a federal indictment and you're running. I ain't going to say nothing. Listen, man. That's who I'm running against. Then I'm running against a doctor who's in World War II, a pilot. Figure that out. Then I'm running against another young guy. I'm not going to speak on that. Y'all got to find that out yourself. But it's funny, man. It's not funny. And how important this election is. It's very important. Donald Trump got TPS on the ballot. TPS is on the ballot. The average person in the district don't know. They don't know how important this election is. Because you got to understand, most people, and I was telling another friend of mine, it was like a lot of people don't know what's going on. I say, yeah, they don't know what's going on because the average person does what? They get up 7 o'clock in the morning, get the kids ready, feed them, take them to school, then go to their job, come off from work, pick the kids up, go to daycare, drop them off daycare, take them to the park, do the little after school activities, then go home, cook the food. Okay, they're cooking the food. And then now you get the kids back home, feed the kids, get them ready for bed, and you got to start that whole cycle over again. So at what point do they find out what the fuck is going on? At what point do they realize, like I'm sitting there telling a lady like 4 or 5 people, they were on the phone just now. It's like, we didn't know all this was going on. I was like, yeah, temporary status. There's such thing called TPS. And that's how a lot of people from a lot of Haitians, and a lot of foreigners, islanders are here on temporary status. And Donald Trump filed a lawsuit and it's going up to the Supreme Court. That's where he knows he's going to win, just like he won the other day when he got the Civil Rights Act rolled back somewhat. But voters' right rolled back, which has been on the books for 65 years because he controls that Supreme Court, and the average person don't know that. So mind you, you running in a race with a lot of immigrants, a lot of folks that he pointed out. I want to throw the Haitians out of the country. And one of the congressmen, Carlos Jimenez, already in a fight with the prime minister of Jamaica right now, talking shit. So now this is the district this district is made up of that. So they want to send everybody here on temporary status, everybody on here kids who were born by parents whose parents are immigrants, they want to send all them not back. Here's the kicker, not back. They don't want to send them back. They want to send them to Alligator Alcatraz. Now let me tell you about that. That shit is privatized. I know people right now in Alligator Alcatraz. There's a young lady that's working on my campaign right now. Been a friend of mine forever. Know her and her husband, good guy. You know, she's raising her brother 2 kids. Now, mind you, the brother 2 kids, the kids' mom and dad got unalived. So this lady is raising 2 kids that are not hers. 2 kids that her brother. Her and this guy. Her husband, then he gets what? They come and they move in and they putting stuff in the house. This man been here for over 30 years. They didn't come pick this man up when they saw the moving truck there and take him and put him in Alligator Alcatraz. The man went from Alligator Alcatraz to Mexico, back from Mexico, back to Alligator Alcatraz, back to Texas, back to Alligator Alcatraz. I'm like, what's going on here, Willis? If he's from Haiti, now mind you, this man been in no trouble or nothing. If he's from Haiti, and y'all telling the American people that, oh, we're sending people back to their own country, they ain't sending nobody back nowhere. You know how much each bed in Alligator Alcatraz and these concentration camps cost? It's privatized. You know how much each bed is worth that the state of Florida is paying for in the federal government? $250 a day per inmate, per bed. Who are they paying to? One of the private companies who homeboy put a boatload of money in their campaign, and that is the way they pay them back. It's the American way. So they are not sending them people back to their home country. They are housing them people, and then now it's another $250 per flight. What they call it, Breeze Airline, or what the name of that airline they put them on? Y'all gotta understand. This is a big business. Like, share, subscribe to the podcast. This is big business. This election is bigger than you could ever imagine. I'm having a fundraiser party this Thursday. DJ Khaled, thank God DJ Khaled It's him and some friends in Miami. They're doing a big fundraiser. I'm doing another big one with Rick Ross on May 21st. I'm doing another one with Trick Daddy and Trina. I'm doing a big one in Atlanta. All the guys from Atlanta say, hey, man, we want to support the campaign because we know what you're all about. I'm doing another one in Houston. I got to get the date with Scarface. In Atlanta, it's going to be Gray Street. It's going to be Ludacris. It's going to be hosted by Shaka. It's going to be T.I. It's going to be all the boys, everybody. Big fundraiser in Atlanta. These guys these are my friends. This is how it's supposed to be. And let me tell you, a large part of this is me educating these guys on the political process of how important it is to get involved in campaigns, especially making donations. Because I could sit up here and buy the damn election like my opponent did. She bought the election. She took the $5 million, in my opinion, according to what Congress found her, you took $5 million allegedly and paid for an election. When you buy an election, you're not getting rid. That's some narcissistic shit. I got one guy in this race and put $300,000 of his own money in the damn race. I'm not doing that. How could you even trust a person who are trying to buy an election by putting their money in there? What the hell? The job is only $160,000 job, so it don't make it make sense. If you're gonna take and put millions of dollars in a campaign so you're gonna win it, and I give me the $5. I tell people, give me the $5, the $10. We're gonna make it do what it do. But if I put the money in, I'm trying to do what? Same thing. Get some out. So if I put $1 million in this campaign, my son trust fund, then now I'm getting ready to be up to no good because I'm going to try to figure out how to get this money back. They don't make it make sense. The math ain't mathing. The math ain't mathing. Make it make sense. If I give $1 million of my money, or like one of these other dudes in my race, give a $300,000 to get a $160,000 job a year? Really? No, you're up to no good. You want the job to be up to no good. You want the job to serve the people. Come on, man. See, we got to get us as a people, we got to get involved in this political process, man, because like I say, we are in a party called Democratic Party. And when we look around, when I go to my hood, it's the same hood I live. Ain't nothing got better, and streets still the same. The hood over here, the projects over here, and now they still in the projects. The government's housing project, they're putting people in office to give them the government housing projects so that they could go and redevelop them and say they're affordable housing. Affordable to who? Not to the people who live in the neighborhood. You see Julio Raimundo and Nestor Torres and Swartz and all them living in the building, you be like, what are black people? Because then they put management in there and then they say, oh, we need your first and last month and your kid's birth certificate, and we need your death certificate, we need this certificate, we need another certificate, we need the proof of life, we need the proof of this and all that there. So then by the time you go up there, you're like, what the hell? You ain't got none of this stuff. And they be laughing when you walk out the door, because they ain't asking them for that. So as you put African American on the application, oh, give them that package and give them this package, because too many of them living in this place is going to bring down the property value, because we need the property value to stay here. The developers say, oh no, because we bring too many of them at this set income. That's why I said affordable to who? So in my district, I'm building affordable houses by the people, for the people. See, I'm an agitator. Them people are going to be swinging on the chandeliers. If I lose, they'll be happy. They'll be so happy. They're right now putting tons of money into my opponent's accounts. They're donating tons of money. Every time you see my financial report, I'll probably have the least amount of money in it. And they'll have the most. But at the same time, I'm the fucking millionaire in the race and the businessman. Why is that? One, to control the individual, to take the resources that's allocated to this district and put it in their district. Two, to take the resources from the district. Like, oh yeah, we know you guys need affordable houses, so we're gonna do affordable housing in your district. But then they're gonna be not affordable to the black people in the district. They're gonna be affordable to people who don't look like us. That's why they don't clean up crime in your neighborhood. Crime does what? Let me explain to you. Crime brings the property value down. So you look, you go buy a house.
Why you looking crazy, man?
I ain't never seen a motherfucker spray their hair. So I'm gonna just finish this one party,
Man,
Mr. Street, and I get to you. Crime. Let me break y'all down on this right here. So what does crime do? Crime, and it's crazy because they had I was laughing last night because they had what is a Law and Order case on this, right? Which I love Law and Order. I can look at this shit all day and all night. They had a case on it. So what crime does this? You want to know how your neighborhood? You be like, why they got killing and doing all this crime and the police chasing and going out? That's all by design. That's a part of gentrification. Crime brings the property value down. When you go to a realtor and say, hey, look, I need to know how much this house, and then they tell you the crime, the schools, and all these other things, was it A school, B school, all that bring property value down. Bad schools, public schools, and crime in the neighborhood, property value go down. That means people in their right mind don't want to buy. So that's a setup for gentrification. So they want the schools to be fucked up. They don't give them the resources, and they want crime, and they're not going to stop it. So then now the property value go down. That's when they go buy. You buy low to do what, Streeter?
Sell high.
Thank you. You buy low to sell high. So then they come in their neighborhood, they start buying, boom, 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 because the value is down. I'm keeping it a buck. So then now with me in Congress, oh, no. Hey, you think Trump went call federal agents up in there to clean up the neighborhood? No, you ain't finna do no crime. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get the kids jobs year round. They're gonna be the only one got them $15 an hour jobs. I'm gonna get the kids jobs, number one, year round, because I did that. I did that in Liberty City. Kids got year-round jobs, not just summer jobs. Let me get the kids jobs year-round and teach them a trade and tech so they can be able to get a job. Then the adults expand the port. And then the other adults who want to be business owners bring federal assistance to give you federal grants to open up your business. Now you got a thriving community. Then I'm bringing blockchain up in there to do what? Be our bank. Because we ain't got no bank. Come on, man. This is a Caribbean district.
All right, now let's start talking about banks. That's where it get different now.
This is a Caribbean district. Hey, man, cryptocurrency, you could do. They sending money across to home to Haiti and Jamaica and Trinidad and all that through fucking paying all these high ass fees and all that. No, we're gonna do crypto. Same way they left them burnout phones and started doing WhatsApp and found, oh shit. Come on, man. What's up, Streeter? Welcome to another edition of Luke Show, ladies and gentlemen. I went on this long rant, and I want to thank you guys for coming. Everybody on Twitter, everybody on Facebook, everybody on YouTube, everybody on Twitch, everybody in the footballville world, the villains. Hey, we got Streeter here. We got some shit to talk about.
You.
And I'm going to watch Michael Jackson. Did you see Michael Jackson, Streeter?
I haven't seen Michael Jackson yet, man. I heard it start when he got his hair caught on fire. I mean, that's like half his life. Like,
why? I didn't ask you about the hair on fire. I asked you, did you go see the movie?
No, I ain't go see it, not yet, man. I wasn't in. I haven't got.
That's all you need to just be right there. You ain't go see the damn movie. That's a shame.
I ain't gonna see it yet, man.
Listen, man. I'm going. I got a date. She's coming over. Jack looking at me like I'm crazy right now. Yeah, Jack, I got a date. And it's not, you will not be going to the movie with me.
You got a date, though?
I have a date to the movie.
You thought me spraying my hair, man? Dog, you thought my hair was...
Now, what's going on with that?
My hair was... I got gray beard. You thought my top of my hair was black, man? I be... Beijing, man. I spray my hair, bro. I dye my hair.
So they got black Beijing now?
It's like a spray, and you spray it.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I understand they got the black Beijing, but they got Beijing in the can where you can spray it.
It's a spray. I'm about to black this out too, man. I'm tired of walking around looking
spray. Let me see. Spray your face. Let me see how that works.
My face now, I'm gonna be looking crazy for the rest
beard.
of the
No, spray the beard. Painting this stuff.
But you gotta line it up. You gotta line it up. You gotta. You know what I'm saying? I'm going black after this, man.
The girls like the...
Oh, man, I'm tired of walking around looking like Colonel Sanders, man. I went gray for a little bit. My lady like it. You know what I'm saying? I went gray for a little bit. See, now you got me up there looking... Why you just don't get the bongy face? Now I got to spray... Hold up, man. Now you got me up there looking crazy, man. Hold up, man.
I never seen this.
Hey, hold up, man. Now you got me up there looking crazy.
I never seen. I thought you had to go to the barbershop to get this stuff painted in your head and all that.
I do it sometime, man, but sometimes I do it at the crib.
But they said when you use the Beijing, that when you use that Beijing, that it makes your hair turn white faster.
Could be true. I've never used Beijing. I only use hair club for men or maybe the little spray. I ain't never actually used Beijing.
When you start using that, you're gonna turn white for real.
What? But yeah, bro, like sometimes I don't want to be gray. Like I ain't 70 years old, so I spray it up. These kids, man, getting their hair sprayed, they getting their hair lined up with spray now. Like they totally different than us.
Hey man, let me say this. Speaking of kids,
you
straight up. Speaking of kids,
talk to me.
Since I'm talking some politics, right? Do these kids, and you in the world of college sports, you're interviewing these guys who get big NIL money. Do they realize how important this election is, that NIL is on the ballot and that Donald Trump and Nick Saban and the rest of them have been going to Washington to create a bill to try and get it passed in Congress in the next cycle? Congress, and then hopefully get it sent to the Senate for this man to sign in law. Do they realize that? Do they realize the money that they're making right now? If Congress, if they do what the NCAA is trying to do, it'll take all their money away, and they'll
no clue, man. I mean, we're never interested in the inner workings and what's going on behind the scenes until it slaps us in the face.
So they don't know. They don't know this.
No, I'm sure they see Nick Saban come down their feed every now and then and say it's a problem, but they don't know how serious it is. I mean,
they don't realize that the NCAA and every one of the conferences that they're in are consistently lobbying Congress and the Senate to put regulations and restrictions on them to then take their money away and get rid of the collectives, get rid of NIL, have them only cut it down to everybody getting the same amount of money. They don't realize they don't even feel like they should get paid. They don't realize this.
No, no, man. You know how it is, Luke, man. They fight fights in different places, man, where we don't really show up. I mean, no, they just happy they getting paid. Everybody think they next.
So it could be easy. Let me tell you what could easily happen. That's why when I look at haircut, man, by the way, haircut, I love haircut game, boy. Haircut a real South Florida boy. He a dude. Haircut is a dude. I just look at the videos. Man, that's my guy. Haircut. a guy like Haircut is getting ready to play high school ball this year, correct?
Yeah.
Which I don't think he should be playing. I think he should just go on to college right now because he's taking like candy from a baby from these kids right here. He needs going on to college. Haircut, get the money, because let's just use Haircut. That's a whole other story. Haircut can literally go into, if Haircut going to college right now, he'll make X amount of dollars. If Haircut goes in when he's supposed to go in, right?
Yeah.
And they changed the law, they changed the rules. Nick Saban, the Congress, Luke don't get elected. And now you got all these people who don't have no idea about what NIL is, and they're going to turn fanboy to Nick Saban and all the rest of these people. And they're going to come up with laws to restrict them from getting the money that they're rightfully supposed to be getting, like everybody else getting 10. You're not finna get no 10 million. You ain't finna get no 100 million. You might get 50,000.
It can happen. It can happen, and they're pushing for it to be different. They are pushing for it to be different, but we don't understand. Okay, take politics, right? We hear the word politics. We hear about people lobbyists putting money into campaign for politics, but I don't think a lot of times our people, especially at that age, really understand what it means. Literally, I mean, the one that makes sense to everybody was Elon Musk giving Trump $40 million a month because he wants Trump to do something that benefits him, which is keep his money in place for what? For his electric cars. You got me looking crazy now, Luke. Now I got to even up my size, man. You don't mess me up, man. You don't mess me all up, man. But listen. Hey, hold on. Let's go back to Elon Musk. Elon Musk, again, I was telling the person this. I was giving a group of people an education on civics, which I'm a firm believer. Listen, I'm elected in Congress. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go down to the school board meeting and say, y'all better bring civics back into the curriculum, because a lot of people, grown people, don't understand civics right now. Elon Musk, why did he put all that money into Donald Trump's campaign? Because Elon Musk gets subsidies for those electric cars. Right. Elon Musk get a boatload of money for his little rocket man ship. Right. Elon Musk get billions of dollars. Go look it up. Don't take my word. He gets billions of dollars. So he got to protect his investment. So what does he do? Put a boatload of money into the guy campaign, and allegedly probably fixed the election. According to Rogan, the man said the election was over at 4:00. We still trying to figure that shit out. We don't talk about that no more. But him again, and then he got to get some of his South African people over here. That man put a boatload of money into this election to do what? For control, so he could make money. People put money into these elections to get money. Right. So to bring it home, that's one everybody can understand, right? So if somebody's going against NIL and they're using politics to fight it, right? You have to have somebody fighting for you. Correct. Right. You got to have somebody that's fighting for what you're fighting for, and then you have to push him. Because what usually happens is they raise these fights, and a lot of times there's no opponent on the other side. Nope. No. Northwestern wanted to create a union in college football, and that's when they got off their behinds, Luke. It was like, wait a minute. That's a fight. If they created a union, now you could fight everything across the board. They jumped up real fast. It was like, nah, let's turn this into golf. No, they're turning to golf. Y'all go find some money. That's exactly what they did, Luke. NIL, it was literally them saying, okay, we will allow y'all to go find money. They ain't saying we're going to pay y'all. That's kind of what it turned into. You know what I'm saying? To get what Northwestern was talking about and what Harbaugh was talking about off the board. We don't want to do that because now they're fighting for TV rights. Everything's on the line now. If you got a union, right, Luke? Now you could fight against everything.
Now we're tapping into everything.
Right. So they jumped up and said, "Oh, hey, listen, y'all go get some sponsors." And we went yelling, "Hallelujah, hallelujah!" They paying the kids. No, they're not paying the kids. What they did was say, "Okay, they let you off a leash," and was like, "All right, man, go find some money." Dang, they almost got us. Right. So make a long story short, Luke, whoever else is fighting for NIL, which I only hear Luke talking about NIL and defending the kids for NIL. This is not a goddamn commercial. We're telling you how politics work, and you need somebody on your side because these people are already in the White House talking about, hey man, it was perfect when they was getting scholarships and we couldn't give them a piece of pizza. It was perfect that way. The game was pure. Shit, I watched Miami go to the national championship last year, and I was happier than I was happy. Game felt pure to me. You know what I'm saying? So, politics, you got to have somebody that's on your side. And I don't hear too many people talk about NIL. Most of them in their feelings talking about the game done changed because people hate change. People hate when things change. And so, yeah, Luke, these kids got money now, and they need to listen because it could stop. Just like them people Spirit Airlines woke up in the morning and their job was gone, 17,000 of them. We're talking about business and people's special interests and what they want to happen. If it's either them or you, it's always going to be them. So you better get somebody that's fighting on your side.
You better get somebody fighting on your side because it's gonna be a world. You're gonna be in for a world of hurt. The bottom line, and that's what these people don't realize, Streeter. Yeah. That's what all these folks don't realize. And I'm not just saying me. If I'm a college football player, no matter wherever the hell I'm at, if I'm a parent, wherever, I am going to. Every person who's running for Congress right now and saying, where do you stand on this NIL? Because I got to put some money in your campaign because if my son is getting 10, 15,000, my son getting $2 million right now, and he still got 2 more years left in college, there's a possibility that this money is going to cut off. Just like you say, like Spirit Airlines, one day they knock on the door and say, no more NIL, rule change.
That's it.
This is what it is, and that's what's going to happen. And everybody going to be sitting up there. They're going to be all on the floor because they got all these big-ass bills. All of your parents got these big-ass bills because your kid is making all this money right now, and you making all this money, got all the drip around it, and you got the big condo on the Ocean Drive or whatever the fuck it is. And then when them people say, hey, look, the well just got cut off. Hey. You ain't gonna get all this money. And then you got the ones coming from high school, 5-star with the expectation of getting all this money. Then, oh no, that was last year. You ain't finna get this kind of money. We ain't doing that no more. We got a new model here. The same way we changed it where you can get the money is the same way we changed it where you can't get the money. Now you ain't got nowhere else to go. And what? You still got to deal with it, play our brand of football, and the head coach is still gonna make $10 million a year. Now what? And they're going to be paying, we'll pay you up on the table a couple $1,000 like we used to do.
Yeah.
Y'all better, hey, so I'll tell all you parents and everybody who want to save NIL, I'm the NIL champ. You better go to my website, www.sitdownonstroll, LutherCampbellForCongress.com. Fuck around and don't fuck around and find out. And
Luke, you should play that clip.
Luke going to win. And then Luke sitting over, I'm going to be sitting on the island saying, I told you.
Luke, like you should play that Trump clip You should play that Trump clip every 15 minutes of the stream when Trump is saying, yeah, a few of them signed contracts, they got the money already. But listen, how much did they make in scholarship money last year? Like we wanted to go back there. You should play that clip every 15 minutes of the stream, bro. Yeah, they got a couple of them got a little ducats, man, but this has to stop.
That's what Trump said.
Yeah, that's what he said.
How much money did they get? Oh, this got to stop.
You should play it every stream.
To stop this shit.
Every stream, you should play it. I mean, because these people serious. They serious. I don't know what's their driving force, but yeah.
Their driving force, Streeter, let me tell you what to play. This is what
play.
This is what they always do, right? They say, okay, like you say, Northwestern want to go and become union. So they say, oh, hell no, we can't do that, right? Because then the union's going to get in AFL-CIO and all of them. They're going to end up being a part of that. We can't do that. Now that's going to be law. The unions control the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party is going to push that in the law. And the union controls a lot of people in the Republican side. So they'll get the votes to create whatever law they need to create to then protect these young people. So they stop that. They let it go crazy. Because they playing long ball. NCAA is going to be here after me, you, Mario, Kirby, everybody. Nick Saban, Bo Schemblacker, and all the motherfuckers all over here. It's going to always be here. So they look at the long ball situation. Let them go crash out. Let them crash out. Let them have this NIL stuff and let them go crazy. Or a couple people, let them go crazy with all these lawsuits and old players from COVID playing. And we going to then, when it get that bad, then now we going to then wage our war. And our war is going, we finna reel it back in, and we got to make a case. We got to change the narrative. We got to then catch them while they're sleeping because these people sleeping. Everybody's sleeping. Coaches, you're protected, even though you're a damn, you are think about it. Think about it, Streeter. The coaches are employees of the school. They're employees. How the fuck do an employee of the school make $10 million a year? And of a public school, just think, y'all, let that sit on your mind for a second. They're still educated. We're still talking about a school where a school where it's education. They're football coaches consider this is what they call it. What sports is in school where it's not a part of the. You don't need that shit to graduate. It's an elective. Streeter. Let's make this make sense. The football coach gets same money that the physics professor get. He's the professor of football. He still get this. He's getting paid $10 million. They ain't talking about that. But again. But there's something else I want to talk about. Now, I got a date. I want you to listen to this right here, Street. Tell me what you think about this right here.
With you. You've betrayed your race. We don't want to fuck with you. Cam, those people can never come back in my life. I'm gonna look in that camera. They can go to hell. They can never come back. Because to know me, you know that cut deep. I almost lost my career because I look out. I cannot count the amount of times I've put my ass on the line for us. Think about it. The archives are there. Go back to the columns of the Philadelphia Inquirer. Go back to me on Fox Sports on the Best Damn Sports Show. Go back to me on ESPN and look at the shit that I've done and the issues that I've been willing to tackle and the sacrifices. I could have shut up and got paid. Remember, everybody want to look at this contract. That contract was signed in 2025. I've been in the business since 1993. I've been repeatedly underpaid. Repeatedly, I had challenges. I got fired, dog. Fired. People look at me and they say, "Oh, he tight with the damn Sean Hannity." Sean Hannity and I being tight ain't got nothing to do with politics. It got everything to do with the fact that when everybody else had turned their back on me, that motherfucker went to war. And it's like, no, that's my man. He ain't that person. What you talk about? Talk about the industry.
So I want to ask you this. Why is it? I know Stephen A. I consider him as a friend, right? And I'm gonna tell you this, right? But then I keep all my shit separate now. Stephen A. I'm gonna tell you, how did I link up with Stephen A? Who I jumped out there and did an article saying when I was writing for the Miami New Times, and and I went hard on Stephen A. And you know who came to me and said, Luke, no, that dude a good dude. Say, Luke, the guy's a good dude. It was the same people that's right now criticizing him. And I love these sisters to death. I love Jamel Hill. I love Carrie Champion. I wish I could date Carrie Champion, but I had to go get me some more M's. I shouldn't say that because she's a beautiful lady. But I'm just saying, man, Jamel Hill came to me and said, Luke, no, Stephen did so much for a lot of people. A lot of brothers and sisters at ESPN. He did a whole lot. And he ain't that dude what y'all think he is. And no, you need to get to know the brother. He's a real good dude. He looks out for a whole bunch of black people. He brings so many black people into that industry. And it's amazing that these are the people who told me this, and they're the people who are going after him. But I guess they don't remember telling people like myself this. I remember it. So when I see, and I love Jamel Hill, and I love Carrie Champion, and I love Joy Reid. Joy Reid is different than those two. They were colleagues together. And so I can understand where the man coming from because he's no different than me. There's a lot of people I help, Streeter. There's a lot of people who turned it back. There's a lot of people who I picked up and dropped off. There's a lot of people who that I got on the phone and made some things happen, and they got some M's in their pocket, and all of a sudden you can't find them, and then they'll sit there and let somebody say something bad about me. So I understand they can't come back. And I clearly understand what he's saying when they say, look, man, I done help all you people, man, and y'all got shit to say about me and y'all won't check somebody. That's why I always tell people, I have friends that tell me, man, he said this and he said that. I said, well, why they feel so comfortable saying something about me around you? Don't come tell me about what somebody told you. Tell me you check somebody. Because if they feel comfortable to talk about me around you, then what that says about you. You feel me? But with us, it ain't no loyalty. And we got to do better. Some of us are, but we got to do better with that. We got to do better with, okay, now he got a big check. Now we going to attack this dude. I mean, LeBron James, I fuck with LeBron James. LeBron James went after Stephen A. Smith the night he got his contract. Why you don't? And I don't know whether it was a coincidence, but people jumped on that. It's like the night this man got his contract, he's sitting on the floor of the basketball game, and now he's being confronted by the #1 player in the world. And that's why I love LeBron. I want to go on that barbershop show. I have him come on this show to be like, look, man, do you know who the fuck you are? Some things you need to, you're an iconic figure. You're a major figure. And that's just me, Street. I think globally, and I think like, okay, how you affect people, like when Shannon Sharp and Mike Epps, who my good friend, was getting into it, talking all this, oh, when I see you, when you come over here, you got to come over here and all. I'm like, you can't do that. I call Mike, you can't do that. Not y'all two on social media. Because now here we trying to fight to keep these kids from doing that same thing. And then they taking a gun and really going and unaliving somebody. You can't do that. I call them all the time. No, stop that. Because now you're telling these kids it's okay to do that. They get on Facebook, Snapchat, and all this. They go to getting crazy and all that. Before you know it, they done went in, and grandma laying on the floor because she can't get out the way fast enough because they spraying the house. What are we doing? Oh, I understand. Man, y'all the influential people. But unfortunately, when you get the bag, then you become a target. What Biggie say? More money, more problems. I can't hear you, Streeter. I can't hear you.
Puffy or Biggie said that. Biggie or Puffy said that. Who said that? Listen, I believe Stephen A. Smith. Sometimes our expectations for each other are way too high. Like, and sometimes you can't do enough for people, right, Luke? Like sometimes you do for people out the goodness of your heart, and you think they take it as they're appreciative of it, and then you find out later, like they don't even remember when they needed you. Like, you know what I'm saying? I believe him. But my question is, though, as a people, right? Like, why when someone gets so high, right, and they actually succeed, because you know it had to be hard for them. Why when somebody gets so high and they get in that room, right, and then they're like the chosen one or the Stephen A. Smith or Jay-Z, why as a people we always disconnect from that person? But in order for us to get anywhere, somebody has to walk through those doors.
Hold on. I can't have you throw shade on Jay-Z. That's my friend.
This is what I'm saying. Jay-Z gets in the room with the NFL, and then the first thing the community does is disconnect from him. Oh, he ain't do nothing for Kaepernick. Oh, he ain't doing, and it's like once they get there, it's like you forget about the hard work, the bootstrapping. You forget about Marcy Projects, him and Dame Dash trying to figure it out. And that's what Stephen A. Smith is saying. Listen.
It's just like the restaurant syndrome. No, I agree with Stephen A. Once I get the bag, everybody want to come attack me. And the same thing. We put us on a high pedestal. And I be saying this all the time. We can't do no wrong. We can't never do anything right, especially when we got the bag. That's why the best way to do it, I'm going to tell everybody that's looking at this telecast, don't let nobody know you got a bag. Stay driving in that F-150 and whatever the hell you got, that hoopty. Stay driving there, because as soon as they know you got a bag, then all the expectations become high. Then you won't be living for yourself. You got to then live for them. And they're never going to say how happy they are for you, because they're going to look at you in a certain type of way, just like a restaurant. Black restaurant, Waffle House. Black restaurant, we're looking at, oh, look at the fork. It's got a spot on the fork. Waffle House, yeah, all over the back floor. Y'all ain't said nothing. You slopping up Waffle House, you beating down the door trying to get in Waffle House at the end of the night. But black restaurant, oh, watch it. Listen, they ain't got that. They ain't got the napkins. They ain't got all this. Look at the bathroom clean. Waffle House, shit all over the floor.
Yeah, they got truck drivers cooking the food.
Exactly. We do that to ourselves.
Yeah.
We get one, it's a crab in the bucket mentality. And again, like you always say, what did they do to us, Luke? And what? And you get on here and talk to me. Y'all, Street to go to talk to me. I be depressing him and shit. He was like, I can't have a conversation, ask you one simple question, and you just depress me because I'm telling you about the world. I tell people about the world and how this shit operates, but you got to know how to work within it. You got to know how to work within this world, because this world is not designed for African Americans to make their own. Now look at us. Look at us. We pulled ourselves up from the bootstrap. Ain't nobody help us do shit. They steady trying to push us down, and then they say the only way we can hold these motherfuckers down is we get them through education and we get them to turn on each other. That's why we got to divide and conquer. So we got to identify the same ones who told them, who said, get on the boat. We got to go find them, get them a couple dollars. What you saying? Get them a couple dollars to then hold them down. I tell them this is how you need to do it. And so they're looking at Stephen A. Smith trying to say that he's a house Negro. He's not that. The man over there doing his job, the man talk more shit than a little bit. He talk about everybody, spread it around and all that. Is there some other people on there?
He can't win.
He can't win.
He can't win. He can't win. It's Luke. Listen, on a smaller
He's
scale.
NWA.
Right? On a smaller
He's the nigga that love to hate.
Nigga that love to hate. On a smaller scale, Footballville, right? There have been parents, their kids' whole career. If I'm at the game, after the game, they come to me and be like, "You got some videos of Lil Mike? You got some videos of Lil Mike? You got some videos of Lil Mike?" Those same parents' child gets drafted, and there's been instances where I was blocked. I don't even know why. I don't know why. I was blocked. Couldn't even get in contact with them.
Hold on. Let me do you like you do me. You got to put a name on it. Who?
There was instances where I was blocked, and you know what I'm saying, and it was like it was weird. Now when
are you gonna put a name on it?
You want me to put a name on it because he one of yours from Liberty City now. It went ugly. Now he said he didn't know anything about it, which could have been true. Tutu Atwell. I promise you, his whole career, his mom and his grandma.
Hold on. That's one of my kids. What did Tutu Atwell? What happened?
I promise you, his whole career, his mom and I was cool. His grandma, they would come up. Hey, you got videos of Tutu, yada yada yada. His whole career in high school. Then I don't know. He went to the league. I tried to reach out to him for something, and I couldn't get in touch with him. I was blocked. I couldn't see his Instagram. I mean, so I said something to Rob from Liberty City, like, "Hey, bro, listen, I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I covered him his whole career. I mean, his mom and them always would ask me for videos. They reached out to him and they called him. He said, man, I didn't know that. And then he unblocked it. But I believe that was somebody that did that.
Yeah, because he's the nicest kid ever.
Right, but there's been instances. I had another instance.
And if you pointed that out to him and he then went and unblocked it, which it takes a lot. It's not necessarily a lot.
And look, we can't even talk about stuff like this because when we talk about it, people sound like we crying. But it's our truth. But listen, I had another instance where a friend of mine's son was in the NFL. And then her daughter became really good at sports. So I started promoting her daughter. I saw the talent. You know what I'm saying? I saw, oh, she's finna be good, right? And she would bring me her daughter. We was friends. She would bring me her daughter, yada, yada, yada. I actually went to high school with her. You know what I'm saying? And I asked her one day. I said, listen, I love promoting your daughter, right? I said, but you didn't ever think one time that I would want to interview your son that's currently in the NFL?
But you can't do that. You can't think that.
What?
You can't. What? You gotta. You can't think that. These people doing so much going on, so much stuff happening that there's. Oh, let me call up Street. No.
You're taking the time to bring your daughter to me early Sunday mornings because it benefits you, and so. But listen, when I brought it up, she was really humbled. She was taken back. Like, I didn't, like, my bad. Like, I did not think of it that way.
But I think like that. She didn't think that because she was using you to
But I think at heart, people do what benefits them. Right?
No, they were using you. They were using you to blow the daughter up like you blew up the son.
I didn't blow up the son, but he was around when Footballville first started. But I just asked her, you know what I'm saying? Because I was close enough to her to get a real answer because this had happened numerous times. Like, you don't think I would. And then she reached out to her son right then and told him. So I realized it was just her not thinking.
Listen, were you trying to sleep with her?
No.
Did you spray the Beijing on your face before you talked to her?
Yeah, that's when I used to have.
You had a white face or you had the black face?
I had a clean face. I ain't have nothing on my face.
So no, I didn't. Face.
Huh?
You had the boogie face.
Yeah. Right. So and this is on a small scale, right? It's on a small scale, right? So Stephen A. Smith, I understand sometimes it's like you can't do enough for your people. Like, you can't do enough. Like, the expectations of you are so high. And then the expectations of them is nothing. You know what I'm saying? We'll allow them to come around and do. There's no expectations of them. But when it's us to us, and I haven't figured out how to combat that, Luke. Like, you know me as the media, right? I'm from the community. I know a lot of things that I can't say. If I was to ever hand it to one of my counterparts, they were blasted on the front of the Miami Herald, right? But there's a lot of times I'm protecting kids and just things I just don't say. Come around, there's no expectations of them. But when it's us to us, you feel me?
Yeah.
I haven't figured out. So because I'm always protecting our kids and the community, and some of it's not news to me. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not worth. Luke, you know, like it's not worth.
No, I don't know. I'm confused.
Get out of here, bro.
I don't know. I'm confused. I don't know nothing. Poppy don't know nothing. Street him. Real talk.
Sometimes the expectations for us are really, really high. Jay-Z has to save Colin Kaepernick. You got to have a black guy on every halftime show. Like, the expectations are really, really high. But for everybody else,
that's not good.
And the bar is really, really low. It's like, hey, come on, Eminem, you could rap. Hey, come on, Weatherman, you could dance in our TikTok. Like, the bar is, there is no expectations.
Let me do my mic like your mic.
I got one for you, Luke. Check this out. Yeah, I got one for you today.
You sure? Because I have a couple more clips I got to go to.
Let's get to the bottom of this.
Before I go on this hot date, where's D? D just hit me and I sent it a link a long time ago. Uh-oh.
Let's get to the bottom of this. Nick Saban.
Somebody a second chance, and they do well and graduate from school. You know, there's always a lot of criticism out there when somebody does something wrong. Everybody wants to know how you're going to punish the guy. All right, but there's not enough for 19 and 20-year-old kids, people out there saying, why don't you give them another chance? All right, so I'm going to give a speech right now about this. Like, where do you want him to be? Guy makes a mistake. Where do you want him to be? You want him to be in the street? Or do you want him to be here graduating? You know, when I was over there at the Nagurski, Muhsin Muhammad, who played 15 years for the Carolina Panthers, played for me at Michigan State. Everybody in the school, every newspaper guy, everybody was killing the guy because he got in trouble and said there's no way he should be on our team. I didn't kick him off the team. I suspended him. I made him do stuff. He graduated from Michigan State. He played 15 years in the league. All right, he's a president of a company now. And he has 7 children, and his oldest daughter goes to Princeton. So who was right? I feel strong about this now, really strong. All right, about all the criticism out there of every guy that's 19 years old that makes a mistake, and you all kill him. And then some people won't stand up for him. So my question to you is, where do you want him to be? You want to condemn him to a life sentence? Or do you want the guy to have his children going to Princeton?
Luke, that's the viral clip with Nick Saban talking about giving people second chances. He's like, where do you want him to be? You want him to be in school with a chance, or you want to send him back to the hood? Basically, you trying to send him back to the street?
So what you played that clip for? Because I threw off one of your people?
Because if Nick Saban knows these kids' other answer is going back to the streets, why wouldn't he want them to get paid?
Oh, good question.
If he knows where a lot of these kids come from, because he clearly just said it, why wouldn't he want them to get paid? He clearly just said it. I care. I'm really strong about this.
Because, let me ask the question. Because he wants to protect his legacy, and he wants to coach, but he don't want to coach in this climate. He want to coach in a climate where he has control, where he's the only person that can allegedly pay players off, and anybody else that does allegedly pay players off, he can call his comrades at the NCAA, turn them in, get them on show calls, get them suspended, get them some bowl eligibility taken away, and get some of the scholarships taken away. And so he wants it to be like it was before. He want to go back to the old system because, again, this is affecting his bottom line. He's still young enough to go back out there and coach. He's still vibrant. You think he's not making the same amount of money sitting on ESPN that he was making coaching college football? He wants to break everybody's record and surpass all the records. So he's sitting there, and I think, and I know Nick, he's angry because he want to go coach, but he don't want to coach in this situation. You got to remember, Nick said he left the Miami Dolphins saying, I can't coach these people, man. These these dudes getting all this money. You can't tell them nothing because they already got paid, and I need to be able to coach college football where I can control them when they're looking at me I'm the end of all. I can't coach in the pros. That's why he left the Dolphins, because he said the dude's already on a guaranteed contract. So then now, mind you think he's going to try and coach college football with guys on the guaranteed contract where them dudes is making more money than his assistant coaches and damn near more money than him. And so that's that again. But that speech, it was deep. I mean, I wouldn't put it in the that's a hard way to put it in that kind of context where you're going to use that speech and say that Nick is not a bad person. He just wants to control the narrative because he feel like he earned that. And obviously he's working for the SEC and the NCAA. He has always worked for them to then now try and, take the money away from the kids so he can go back out there. So that's his thing. That's what I disagree with. But I do agree with giving a kid another opportunity. There was only one kid in my total career that I kicked off. One, and I did that last year.
Right.
I've been coaching since 2003, high school football. And that one kid I kicked off because the parents, him disrespectful. When the kid is disrespectful and the parents is disrespectful, then that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? I never had that. I never had a kid say the things that kid said, and I said, well, you know what? This might be the writing on the wall. This might be time because I'm not coaching in this climate here. But again, a lot of people allow that to happen.
Right.
I'm not going to coach like that. I was talking to a college coach last night, Streeter, and the college coach told me, and I ain't going to say what practice and what kid it was, and he was like, Luke, real talk. Man, I went to a practice and the kid was practicing with headphones on. He said the kid was practicing with headphones on. Now, big time player. He got that practicing with he said, now mind you got the headphones on. The headphones got to be connected to a phone. And the phone got to be nearby because the locker room way over here. So that means the kid had the phone in his pocket with the headphones on because you Bluetoothing, right?
Right.
It's only you Bluetooth. So the man said, the kid got his helmet on with the headphone. I said, no. He said, and the coach, he said, man, no way in the world we'd have let nothing like that. I said, now you see why I don't even miss this shit, because you have coaches that are allowing that to happen,
right,
in their practices. And when you get a old school coach like me, now hold on, son, leave all that shit in the locker room. And if you come out here with that, you're gonna get elbow and toe, and we all gonna listen one sound. Now y'all can connect whoever want to connect. Then y'all pick who want to connect to the music.
That's wild.
But that's what I'm saying. So when Nick say he saved the guy's life, he give him an opportunity, then send him back out there. That I'm on that. I threw off with Sean Joseph, knowing he wasn't gonna go nowhere. If we throw kids off, get out of here. And then they ain't going nowhere, coach, and he gonna sit up under the spill out and cry and all that there because he know he can't go home. He gonna come back, and then no, you're gonna get your ass down, do some elbow and toes, and then just like you say, I threw off Carlton Davis. This man played in the Super Bowl last year. My kids don't come back to me. My kids come to me when they get 30, 35 years old and say, thank you, coach. Because most of them hate me. To be honest with you, Streeter,
they hate you.
I tell them, I'm not your friend. I'm here to develop you as a man and as a player. I'm letting you know how cruel this world is. I'm not here to win state championships. I'm here to develop young men. And that's what I did when I coach. I mean, y'all come to my game, you're like, Luke, you ain't got enough firepower to beat Chaminade. I'm like, I know, but we're going to scrap and we're going to fight, and you're going to see my kids. They're going to put up a good fight. But when you check my track record versus these people who won a lot of state championships, I got more kids in the NFL and more kids in college than they do, playing at a very high level, because my kids know the structure and how to work hard. You know, not saying no shade to them, but some of these people running country clubs, and these kids and these kids now are controlling everything in there. You got a lot of park coaches coaching high school ball, you know, and they just out there having a good time with the kids. You know, they're bringing the same element out there, which, I mean, listen, I don't know where this thing going at too soon, but I can tell you one thing. All y'all mamas better be sending some money to the Luther Campbell for Congress campaign, because y'all ass gonna wake up and Nick Saban is gonna get his way and ain't gonna be no NIL money. So all that money you counting up right now, your street agents. Speaking of street agents, oh my God. I got another clip. I got a clip for you right here. Tell me this is something down your alley. Right
scores for FHA loan approval. Our announcement today will enable competition among different credit scoring models so we can make housing more affordable and more available for prospective homeowners. When applying for a mortgage, new models include rental history, utility payments, and other data that is not currently accounted for when applying for a home mortgage.
Did you realize when applying for a home mortgage, you can't use your rental history, you can't use your utility bills? You realize that?
No.
See, because you always had a house. Your mama gave you a house. And then before your mama and all them gave you the house, you was staying with your girlfriend. So you ain't never went to the bank.
My girlfriend.
Your wife, you ain't never went to the bank. You ain't never went to the bank and had to get a mortgage.
I brought two houses in my life. But no, I mean, they're saying that. No,
to allow people to be able to, the first person who told me that they were running on that was Kamala Harris. So I'm going to do something that I haven't done too often. I'm going to commend Donald Trump and his on getting that done. I mean, that's very important, because we get pushed out of house, being able to purchase a house, because we're in rental property, and they wouldn't let the rental property, us paying the bills in rental property, apply to our credit score. So for them to do that right now, that's dope. And I'm gonna go on Twitter and I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna tweet that and say, I want to commend you, Trump, for doing that. And I'm gonna get my ass ate up. They're gonna call me anything but the child of God, because they don't want me giving Trump no win. I commend the man for that. I keep it a buck, Streeter. That's for us right there. I mean, you trying to go get a mortgage. You're paying $3,000 a month in rent, and you can't use that. Don't go towards your FICO score,
right?
You know what I'm saying? You want to buy a house? You could buy a house and be paying $2,000 a month if your credit score was high. If they calculated this into your credit score and the bills that you're paying all day, but because you still stuck right here, you come on, man. People can buy houses. Fact. So again, I commend Trump. I'm commending Trump on this one. So y'all want to jump on me? I'll just keep it a buck. They gonna keep it 100. Here's another one here. I want to hear your take on this.
They gonna get you, dog.
Yeah, you can't. I can't say nothing good about Trump. I mean, shit. That Ron DeSantis, oh my God.
Spirit Airlines and the federal government really quick, because I don't think a lot of people fully understand what happened. They ceased their operations last night. From day one, Spirit Airlines' mission statement was to make affordable and safe commercial travel for the everyday person. The everyday person can afford to get on a plane and go from A to B. You could fly clear across the country for pennies on the dollar compared to other airlines, okay? They ceased operations. The federal government approached them and said, hey, we'll bail you out with $500 million. Which initially sounds like a good deal, right? Cheap, affordable commercial flights for the everyday person. We should have that, period, okay? The catch was the federal government would own 90% of the company, making them the majority shareholder, okay? They wanted to take half of their fleet. The federal government wanted to take half of the airplanes owned by Spirit Airlines and convert them into military use for transportation, tracking, what have you. They've done this before. Right now, as we speak overseas, left and right, our planes are getting shot down or attacked and hit to the point where they can't even function. They make emergency landings. They cannot go back up in the air. The United States also does not possess enough rare earth metals or have the money to buy anymore to build more aircraft. Rare earth metals are a major necessity when it comes to modern avionics, especially for tracking, for missiles, for guidance systems, for radars. We don't have the money, nor do we have the infrastructure to build more planes. They wanted to buy out Spirit Airlines, take over half their fleet, and convert it into military craft. Spirit Airlines said, fuck that and fuck you. So seriously, shout out to Spirit Airlines for not wanting to condone the killing of innocent brown people overseas. That's some real shit.
You didn't know that.
First time I heard that side of the story.
You didn't hear that side.
First time I heard that side.
You ain't heard that side.
I ain't heard that side.
You heard, hey Streeter, you didn't hear that side.
It's always deep in rap. It's always deep in rap though. It ain't never what's on the surface.
It's never what's on the surface. It's deep. And see, I get on here and I try to explain it in the, I'm 2 minutes, I'll be 3 minutes in explaining to people what the fuck is really happening. And it's like, and then I have all that part of it to add with it, but then I'm like, yo, I'm running at 2 minutes. I gotta cut this off because, bro, it's deeper than rap.
It's always deeper than rap.
It's and again, you tell the people, they say, well, we tried to bail them out. But you try to bail them out under these terms where you own the whole company? Really? So I'm gonna let you bail me out, and your bailout package is you going to be owning the entire company. Really? What the fuck happened?
You say, look, really?
What kind of bailout is this? Look, man. Look, listen. I feel sorry for. They got over 17,000 employees worldwide lost their job. Right here, Spirit Airlines is based in Dania Beach, Florida, right around the corner from here. Over 1,000 people just lost their job. So now, mind you, Broward County alone, you got 1,000 people lost their job in Spirit. You got another 300 people lost their job in the school system. You got 1,300 people, mind you, Donald Trump and Ron DeSantis worrying about drawing maps. I mean, let's keep it a buck. These people run for office and they say, yeah, they're trying to worry about drawing maps and taking NIL money away from college students. I can't make this shit up, bro.
17,000 people just lost their job.
17,000 people just lost their job. And you got the summer coming up right now. And more, what make it worse, Streeter, what make matters worse is the fact that an economy airline like Spirit, you can get on there for $32 and fly here. So you can go to a wedding and don't have to pay an arm and a leg.
Right. Because
most people are suffering. They're suffering at the pump. You can go to, you can have a big family reunion. We're going to the family reunion. We're going to drive. We're going to get on Spirit. It's the economy airline for people who need those, who can't afford to get on no Delta and American and all that other stuff and United.
Right.
So they create an economy airline. So now when you now mind you, think about it like this, Streeter. They got the same, the plane used the same amount of fuel to go from Fort Lauderdale to Charlotte. Fort Lauderdale to New York, same fuel, same price, right? But American and Delta is charging 10 times as much to fly on their plane from Fort Lauderdale to New York and Charlotte, right? So the number, so you got to pay the flight crew the same amount of money, but the airlines is giving the passenger a cut rate, an economy rate. So you can afford to go over here. So the people who don't normally fly now have an opportunity that, look, man, this ain't going to bankrupt me to go to New York. This ain't going to bankrupt me to go to Charlotte. This ain't going to bankrupt me to go to Myrtle Beach. So now when you take this economy, because again, everybody ain't making six figures.
Facts.
In this country. You know, you got kids who get on the plane and go 7 on 7 throughout the summer. You got kids who going over here this summer. They got people going to the islands and things on the economy airlines because they can afford that. But it's horrible. So when you're in government, these are the things that you got to protect. That's what you got to bail out, because you got a large part of your economy and people who cannot afford to get from point A to point B because they can't pay these high costs. So you got economy airline, okay, we got to bail them out. But we can't hijack people airline and tell them, oh, we're gonna bail you out and we're gonna own 90% of your company. That's some bullshit.
My homegirl went live on Facebook the other day, was like, all the cheap stuff going away. She said, I don't know if my check I get from my job enough to survive anymore. Like, do they care, Luke? Do they care that they ain't flying Spirit? They friends ain't flying Spirit. Do they care?
No, they care. Because now you can't say you're the champion of job creation when you're losing jobs. See, Trump gets on there talking about, we created 50 million jobs. This affects his bottom line. You know what I'm saying? Because now you got a boatload of people just lost a lot of jobs. This affects, but then they'll get on there and they'll go lie. Ron DeSantis, I'm trying to run for this here. I created so many jobs, but how many jobs you lost? How many jobs you cost people? You know what I'm saying? You ain't run down there and try to help these people over here because you know, again, that's the economy airlines who fly Spirit, all the poor people, in their opinion. Shit, that's why I get on there. I just get on there because everybody feel like they don't want to get on. You know, I go to flying, tell my little friends from out of town, I'm going to put you on Spirit. That's how I get rid of them girls.
What? That's how you get rid of them?
Yeah. I'm not flying no Spirit. I'm like, Spirit got first class. I ain't getting on no Spirit. If you're going to fly me on Spirit, then I'm not the right girl for you, right?
They ain't paying for nothing but telling you how they gonna roll.
Exactly.
I ain't paying for Nathan.
You coming out here, you ain't doing nothing. You just, man, don't even get me started on that.
Get started then.
Right. No, I can't start. I'm running for office. I can't be on here talking about.
You do anything you want to do, man. Trump done made politics. Hey, be yourself.
No, I can't do that.
Man, don't get soft on me now.
There's certain things I can't do, Streeter.
One. Don't
I
make
can't
me start.
go to the. I can't go. I had the urge. They were calling me from Tootsie's. Luke, are you coming? You haven't been here. It's Formula One weekend. Everybody is here. They're looking for you.
So we can't go in the back door of Tootsie's no more because you want to be a congressman, huh?
No, they're gonna take a picture of me. They're gonna take a picture of me.
Bring back. Hey, we want some, man. You getting soft, man.
They're gonna take a picture of me. Some naked woman is gonna walk by, and then all of a sudden, oh, he's not fit to be a congressman. Look at him. And they're gonna have the girl walk by me.
They already got the video.
Seem like they probably watching, and I had this stuff going on in my house or something.
They already got them videos, Luke. They They don't need new ones. They got you in a crystal ball. They got you in a crystal ball and 100 women in a swimming pool, and you swimming through their legs. They got that in HD. What are you talking about? You in the best position because everybody know who you are. Somebody say, "Hey, come on, man, you getting soft, man."
You got to grow out of that.
You got to grow.
I used to do that back then. We all have engaged in all kind of activities when we were young, and I'm an old guy now. I don't need to be outside in no club. I'm an old dude. What the hell? All women over 30 don't need to be in the club.
Oh no.
All men over 50 don't need to be in the club. What you doing in the club?
They done clone Tyrone, man. Bring Luther back, man. What's going on? Luther didn't care about none of this stuff, man.
Why I need to be? Hey, look here, man. I go over there. My friend Mike Gardner and them say, Luke, come on over to live on Sunday. We got such and such over there. And I'm like, okay. And I go over there. I'll be sitting there like this, looking at these people running around, the girls and the bottles and the dudes with the drip around their neck. And I'm like, everybody losing their mind. And then the girls coming over there trying. I'm like, no, baby, I'm not a simp, nor am I a hold on. I have the date. Hello.
He got a date. Got a date. Come on, man, bro. Luke, listen, Luke. Okay. You ain't got to change. He ain't got to change nothing. Trump showed us that anybody could run for president, bro. Like Trump and the Epstein files, grab him in the crotch.
I'm actually live talking to you on the line.
He be ranking on people. Hey, man, your mama's so fat. When she get on the scale and say, "Do we continue?" They don't say nothing to Trump, man. You could be whatever you want to be. Trump and the Epstein file, he be ranking on people at the podium. Hey, man, your mama's so black. After her, it go back to
Trump ain't going to the honeymoon island no more. He can't do that while he had president.
But he act like a crazy person, fool.
No, Trump.
He's still talking about Obama. Trump is his second time being president. We could still go in the back door of Tootsie's. Trump's second time being president. And if we could still go in the back door Tootsies, Luke. I don't know what you're talking about. You're getting soft on me.
Listen. Everybody in the chat. What you talking about, Phyllis? Philip, why you talking about you agree? Everybody in the people in the chat. Can I still go? Should I still attend the strip club? Is it a good thing for me to go to the strip club? Anybody in the chat? Let's see who agrees. If you agree with Streeter,
they don't have the answers.
Agree with me? No.
You created Luke Records.
What am I going to?
You created the Pack Jam. You created the base station. They don't have the answers. You got the answers. Let's see what they say.
I gotta stay focused.
Oh, hell yeah. We got a hell yeah.
No,
somebody say hey.
See that? These people saying no.
Why? April Johnson says, why not?
Who said why not?
April Johnson. Why not?
Y'all trying to get me in trouble. Listen, man, this is who I am right now. See, this is my flyer. It just came out.
Man, you getting soft on me, man. I'm gonna block you.
There's nothing on here talking about the strip club. I actually, when I ran for mayor in the special election, part of my platform was to tax the strippers.
I remember.
And I wanted the money that they tax, because we don't tax the strippers here. In Atlanta, they tax the strippers.
They do it in Atlanta, yeah.
And I said, take the money that you tax the strippers, and I had the amount that they were taxing the strippers on. And I said, take that money and put it into child care, aftercare. But I'm not doing that right now. I'm running for federal. Look at that. That's my flyer. Y'all get to first see it. And then people, DJ Khaled is doing a fundraiser for me. Go to my website, www.lukeforcongress.com, and get you a ticket to go to the fundraiser. Now, the only way you can get in is a private fundraiser. You're going to have to make a donation. Then they'll give you the access. Your access will be denied if you don't make a contribution.
So
are you trying to see you and Andy Slater I think y'all trying to get me disqualified.
What disqualifies you? Tell me, what's the rule?
Y'all want the people to write me up.
What's
Look
the
at
rule?
Luke at the strip club, all my opponents dragging it all. Oh, this is what he gonna take to Washington. This not congressional. This is not. Did you want me to? That's what you want me to do?
This is what I want somebody to do. People in the comment section. People in the comment section. Y'all got homework. For the people who think Luke isn't fit to be in politics, right? Go find me someone who ran for Congress, and before they ran, they've done more in the community than Luke. Even with the 2 Live crew and fight with all of that, find somebody that before they became a congressman, they've done more for their community than him. For the people who think he's not fit. Because you're going to find some people that ran for Congress that were clowns with Ringling Brothers, that were butchers. They were insurance men. They did nothing for their community. But y'all saying this dude is not fit to run for Congress?
They had a comedian and a clown and a wrestler.
Actors do it all the time. They go straight from acting to politics. So with that being said, you have a right to be the person you've been the whole time, because the whole time you've been fighting for the community. So we're going through the back door of Tootsie's. Somebody say, hey, that's who you are, bro.
What? Okay, first of all, what am I going to be doing in Tootsie's?
It's watching the game. LeBron, who just upset Houston Rockets, the greatest basketball player ever. We're gonna watch the Lakers.
Here we go with that. He tried to slide that one in. LeBron,
greatest basketball player of all time. LeBron James,
the greatest basketball player ever.
Somebody said Ronald Reagan did it. Bruh,
Ronald Reagan went to the strip club.
You don't have to change who you are to run for Congress.
Ronald Reagan went to the strip club. Really?
That was somebody else said.
There's the party, Streeter.
Man, you getting soft on me, man. I'm finna go.
DJ Khaled. Hey, I want to commend my brother. There it is. Y'all get your QR code and scan it right there. Big fundraiser on Thursday. I need everybody to come. Go to my website. Scan this right now. It's on your screen. It's on your TV screen in your living room. Go ahead and scan it. When you scan it, and if you can't scan it, go to my website, www.lukeforcongress.com.
You're different, bro.
I gotta have the money to run. These people trying to get me.
Who trying to get you, man? Who you running against? Like, who trying to get you?
I'm running against a bunch of people taking special interest group money. That's what they're doing. And they're trying, and those people are trying to get the special interest group. They're taking special interest group money, and they're going to sell the rest of the community away. Gentrify it, have all kind of, you build affordable housing and give it to Julio Ramundo. Julio Ramundo going to bring their own people in. They're going to move all the people out, and before you know it, the neighborhood is not going to be back. The whole neighborhood is not going to be back black. Then Donald Trump going to get TPS passed. All the Haitians in the district and some of the other islanders who are here on temporary status, they're going to then take them and put them in Alligator Alcatraz in the houses that they live in, that they purchased since they've been here all these years. They're going to take those houses, and then they're going to move into those. That's a big play. There it is right there, ladies and gentlemen. So you better go on. Hey, look here, man.
What's up?
The fundraiser is here. You ain't giving money to me. You give money to me to run and win. I got to buy radio advertising, buy flyers, and buy posters. I got to pay staff. I got a bunch of staff that need to be paid in order to win a race like this. Yeah, I got some people who don't do shit. I had to get rid of somebody the other day.
What?
I had a damn fundraiser. These elections, let me tell you something. These campaigns are horrible. I had a damn fundraiser that I paid a boatload of money to, and the lady only raised $40. And she wanted me to keep paying her almost $9,000 a month.
That's her job?
To raise money. Those are the travesties in campaigns. These people look at a campaign and look at it like, oh, this is a cash giveaway. But unlike me, again, the only businessman in the race. No. You're gonna give me your resume, and I'm gonna give you your job description, and you're gonna do your job. And if you don't do your job, I'm gonna fire your ass. It's just that simple. That's why you got people, Streeter, you got people in this race literally have raised damn near $1 million, and they're in debt $40,000 and $50,000. People in this race that raised a boatload of money, they're not businessmen and women.
Running against you?
Yeah, they're not businessmen. So these people are going to look at these people to be the congressperson, and they can't even balance their own books in a goddamn congressional race. That's a whole other whole side of it that they don't get into. Everybody want to talk about what their policies, and they got the best dress contest, and the pastors, they pay the pastors and all this here, but you can't even balance your own damn books in a congressional race. You're in debt $50,000. You got people in the race, and I'm gonna tell you, I urge people to do this here. Go look at the campaign finance reports in my race, and you'll see that. Don't wait for somebody to broadcast, and do it in any other race around the country. You need to know who donated money to your candidate, because the wrong person can be donating money. They could be getting money from the Klan. They have campaigns where the Klan is getting them money.
The Klan?
Black people, do you know how valuable Black property is in the Black community? They want that. Either they want you out to own it, or they want to come in and own you. So people, there it is right there. They go big fundraiser. I got one with Rick Ross on the 21st. You won't see no address on there because everything is private. We ain't finna have all y'all, Boshika and everybody, mannequin girls show up with all their little outfits on. No, take your ass. You want to come and you want to rub shoulders with some big time guys? Make your campaign contributions, go into a great cause. The Luther Campbell for Congress. I got another big one on June 2nd, Streeter. That's going to be in Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta? I saw that one.
Oh, that's with Ludacris and Killer Mike, T.I., Shaka is sponsoring. Man, that's big. We're going to do one in Houston. I'm going to Houston.
We going to Houston.
Scarface going to have one for me. Houston. Oh, my God. The women in Houston. Oh, my God. Every time I go to Houston, you can buy big ass houses for a little bit of money with a lot of property, and you got access to the most beautiful women in the world in Houston. Houston is not a place. Houston is man. Them women are drop dead gorgeous in Houston. Houston and Dallas, they ain't playing. I have never been engaged. Only been married one time, engaged twice. And both women from Texas. That's how beautiful they are. And I don't have no ugly eye. You know, some people have an ugly eye. When they be like, man, but she beautiful. And you be like,
you got an ugly eye.
Man, she fine. Obese. That's okay with you. Hey, man. Hey, listen, man.
What's up?
Let me stop. Let me just stop. Let me stop. I got the yard signs. getting printed up right now. I'm going to take yard signs to people's house.
You got a street team?
Yeah, I got a street team. They get ready to go. Hey, we get ready to hit the streets this weekend. They're going to be all over. They're going to be like ants. They're going to be everywhere. I'm going down the street, knocking on doors. I'm going up there. I got one lady, she told me, come bring that yard sign to my house. I'm going to feed you. I said, yeah, I'm coming, sweetheart. I don't know how much feed I'm going to get, but I'm going to go sit down. I like going to sit down in people's house, man. Go sit down and chop it up. Go back there, play some spades and all that. Talk to the people. That's what I do. I'm going to go out to the park. You going to tell me when they got the 7-on-7. I'm going to go to the spring game. Ely spring game, Dillard spring game. I'm in the stands giving out flyers and all that there. Hey, man, vote for Uncle Luke. That's what we'll be at. I'm not going to the sideline, Streeter. I will be in the stands. So that's your job, to give me the list of these are the dates of the spring game for Dillard, Ely, Diff, all that, BA, all that. That's my district, bro.
Let's go.
I'm trying to tell you. So
you gotta make sure you take their phone, and they want to take a picture. Yeah, you take their phone and you shoot a video with them. You go live, and then next thing you know, you're on everybody's page. They helping you.
That is the move. I take the picture with the shirt on. I'll be on everybody's page. They be like, shit, you getting free advertisement? No, we taking pictures. You getting this. Look, but we gonna win this. We in to win it. Hey man, I gotta get off here. I got the hot date. Get ready to pull up. I'm gonna come on here Wednesday, tell y'all how the date went. I'm interviewing for a first lady. If you want to be interviewed, send your resume to Streeter.
Who you interviewing? What?
Interviewing for a girlfriend.
Oh, for a girlfriend. Remember we were supposed to be trying to find this girl in Opelika?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for being here today. It was a great show. It was a great show. It was a great show. We had Streeter on here, Footballville. We talked a whole bunch of stuff like this here. You see that this man saying glow. Yeah, it is OMG. But hey man, y'all check out Streeter. Go follow him on Instagram, follow him on Facebook, follow him on Twitter, Footballville. They got all the updates on everything, all the haircut. His haircut and Malachi. Haircut, Malachi, all on Footballville. And the newest stars, the new ones, the new top ones. And we'll be back on Wednesday. See you later, Streeter. Hey, man, I appreciate you as always. Hey, but make sure y'all check me out go to my website, www.luthercampbellforcongress.com. Go over there, send me emails. Everything. We got quite a few events get ready to happen. You want to keep up where I'm at? Go check out the platform. You want to know about what we doing? Go over there. So all the people on Facebook, I love y'all. Everybody that's on YouTube, I love you too. Twitch, we got to get the numbers up. X, y'all toxic. Instagram, we ain't on there tonight, but until the next time, Wednesday, we'll be back on the same bat channel. You know, we're live at 5. Wednesday, it'll be a little different time. And then on Thursday, we'll probably come on Thursday night after the big fundraiser with DJ Khaled. But for more fundraiser information, go to the website. You can check it out. Thank you, guys. In the words of Walter Cronkite, may the good news be yours. Peace. I love you.
Why was everything seemed to be going down at the award shows back then?
West came to the South. They had beef with Luke Skywalker and the Miami boys. Yeah, they don't tell that story. They don't tell that story where Luke came to the hood, got Atlanta and Miami folk. And we clear how.
And this is when Dr. Dre made Dre Day and Snoop is going, they all going at Luke. Man, them goddamn Miami, I don't know where Luke man, this was in Orlando, Florida, the Jack the Rapper. We're in Orlando, Florida. Them goddamn Miami niggas came through that bitch so thick, tearing shit up. Only real niggas that was at that Jack the Rapper know exactly what the fuck happened. But it was bad, you know what I mean? It was all bad. Just know that Death Row and Luke Skywalker is funking at this time.
That's when everybody met up. Because they doing their own shows, we doing our own shows.
All year long, and then when y'all finally meet up.
Yeah, because everybody had to go to Jack the Rapper. Everybody had to go to New Music Seminar. Everybody went to How Can I Be Down. Everybody went to the Southwest, whatever that shit was. Yeah, so that's where you see them.
Damn, so that's why it be like, every time, like when you go back and look up at the beefs and they'll try to pull up a beef from back then, it's always at the fucking award shows, or they always have these stories about the award shows.
And they got to understand, man, the South, the South don't play. The South pulls no punches. We scared of nothing. We are not scared of the boogeyman.